Hello and welcome to the Derby and Nottingham Sling Library demonstration with a woven wrap on the front, and the carry that we're going to do is a front wrap cross carry, which is one of the sort of starter carries that we would show you in the library. So what we will do is we will go through certain parts of the woven wrap. We will then pop the woven wrap on, and then I will pop little one in as we go. Firstly, a few little things about woven wraps. Woven wraps come in various different sizes. The size I will be using today is a size 6, which is my standard base size. Your base size is the size you can do a front wrap cross carry in comfortably, with enough tail to tie off. Wrap sizes go from a size 1 all the way up to a size 9. They start with a size 1 at about 2.2 meters, and then go up roughly in 50 centimeter increments all the way up to a size 9. So a size 6, which I will be using today, is roughly 4.7, 4.8 meters, depending on manufacturer. So what we'll do is we will go through the bits of the wrap. I will pop the wrap on partially and then pop little one in, and then continue wrapping with little one. So there are parts to a woven wrap. Woven wraps will tend to have a middle marker marked on them. The wrap that I am using today is a Didymos wrap. It's nice and quite nice and thin, and very flexible. So the middle marker for Didymos has a little label sewn into the rails that say their logo on them. The rails of a wrap, there are 2 rails. There is a top rail and a bottom rail. So the top rail is going to be the bit that's positioned at the top of your carry, and the bottom rail is the bit that's going to be underneath their bum. The ends of a woven wrap are usually tapered. Occasionally you'll find things that are blunt-ended, or ends that are fringed, things like that. But that depends on manufacturer. And the tapers do vary in their taper length. So to start with a front wrap cross carry, we're going to take the middle marker and hold it in one hand. With our empty hand, we're going to reach behind, take that rail to our back, keep hold of the middle marker, and take the wrap diagonally across our back. And moving to the middle marker will sit into the middle of our chest. We will then gather all the fabric up onto that shoulder. We're then going to take the middle marker underneath the tail that we've just put over our shoulder, and then go round behind, pop it over our shoulder, and then gather it up again onto our shoulder. So we have now got a cross behind our back. Because this wrap has middle marker on both rails, we will be able to check that we are central on both rails. So there is a label that says my middle marker there, and the logo label there. What we're doing is just creating space to pop little one's legs into here, to sit them over the rail with their bum and then we will pull up their back. Checking shoulder strap. Shoulders are like this. Okay, we're now going to take little one and start to put them in, and then we will wrap around them. Lift one up onto my shoulder and support with one hand. We're then going to reach between ourselves and this horizontal layer and collect their legs. Collect both of their legs and then sit the fabric into the back of their knees. So they are sitting in that M position with their knees higher than their butt. And again, aiming for that close enough to kiss position. Checking they've got their arms up. We're then going to reach for this top rail, feed it underneath their bum, and feed it up their back. As we do, I'm putting one hand underneath their bum to support and hold the wrap to stop it all coming up. And we're coming up their back. The height that we set this top rail to depends on the age of little one and the support that they need. So a newborn without head control, we will pull up to the top of their head and let it flop back down. If they've got consistent head control, we're going to aim for that top rail to be into the nape of their neck. If they are a larger child that wants to have their arms out, then we will aim for it to be into their armpits. So for demonstration, this little one, we're going to the nape of their neck. Once we've got there, we can then support one side, or support them, and then with the first side that we did, which was this side, we're going to start to pull, and we will tighten and get fabric into our hand on the underside. So I've started with the two rails, top and bottom, and then I'm gathering the extra fabric in the middle and pulling tight. You will feel it pulling tight onto your opposite shoulder. That will then sit into the back of their knees, and for now I'm going to just tuck that between my legs, between my knees, to secure that, so that I can then work on the opposite side. Again, finding both the rails, and then we can get the fabric in the middle and work through it. You can start with the bottom rail and then gather and do strand by strand, taking a couple of inches at a time to tighten the fabric over your shoulder. And again, you'll feel it tightening on your opposite side. Again, we're aiming for that to sit into the back of their knees. We're then going to cross over under their bum and then go under their legs. If they are a newborn little one, what we can do is what's called a lexi twist, and we can go round and twist down so that we go underneath their feet. So to keep the extra pressure, keeps the pressure off their little legs when they are newborn. When they are older and out of that newborn stage, to the point they're sort of getting that head control, and you're doing this sort of carry, we can just cross over once, then go under their legs. So we've gone over and then under on the opposite side. And then off on this side, we've gone over this leg, under this leg. We're then taking round to our back and securing with a double knot. Again, we will tie off and secure with a double knot with this carry. So this has now got a little one secure within the woven wrap. What we can now do are the 3 sets of safety checks. Baby's safety, baby's comfort, our comfort. So baby's safety, we're checking for 2 fingers between their chin and their chest to check they've got their airway open. We're going to then check that there's no fabric covering over their face. We're then going to check they've got access to their hands up by their face themselves. Everything is then smooth over their spine, and all the spare fabric is sat into the back of their knees, and their lower legs are out and free to move. We can then check our comfort. So we can spread the shoulder straps, shoulder pieces over our shoulders and keep them off our neck, and we can spread somewhat over our back for our comfort there. So that's looking at those 3 sets of checks. There's a couple of things we can do to add extra layers to little one with this carry. So what we can do is we can take the opposite rail, so what would be the bottom rail, which is the one furthest away from our neck, and we can flip it and take it diagonally over little one to add a second and then a third layer. With taking the rail that's furthest away from our neck, that keeps the tension in the wrap. Whereas if we take the rail that is closest to our neck, that will add slack into it, and little one will then start to feel loose within the carry. That's why we take the rail furthest away and take it diagonally over. And if we start with the lower one of the 2 first, it makes it a little bit easier. Take them back. And there we are, back to the normal front wrap cross carry. Taking them out, we're going to undo the wrap, undo the knot that is behind us. And as we undo it, keep it secure with one hand behind us, get our hand onto the front where the cross point is. We can hold that cross point and bring the fabric back round. We've then got them into separate hands. We can keep one hand on little one now, and we can undo the wrap. We can take the wrap off completely, or we can start to feed this fabric down their back, again sitting underneath their bum into the back of their knees, one hand on their bum, one hand on their back, forward lift up onto the shoulder, and they are out. And now they can be paid somewhere separate. And then we can take the wrap completely off. So this is, as I said, a size 6 wrap. You could see there was a small amount of tail spare after tying off. If there was lots of tail left, I could downsize as a base size to a size 5, or if I was tying off on real tippy tails, or I couldn't completely tie off at all, we would look to move up to a size 7 as a base size. The base sizes can be utilized with a variety of comparison charts to work out what size wrap you are likely to need for doing other carries. There are a few good ones of those available on the internet. So this was a Derby and Nottingham Sling Library demonstration using a woven wrap in a front wrap cross carry.